This video is about a 40 volt Kobalt and why it failed. As you can see, I've taken it apart. Here's the motor out of it. The motor is completely burnt out. The windings appeared to have melted. And what I think is the cause of that is because the bearings in the gearbox went bad. That'd put a lot more stress on the motor. It's going to have improper gear mesh. But all the bearings in here, all these needle bearings, are shot. The only bearing that appears to be good is this one sealed bearing right here. All these needle bearings are worn into the race. The shaft is starting to wear a bit too. Another problem this thing had, one of the motor mounts is broken off when I took it apart. As you can see, or one of the gearbox mounts. This is a gearbox right here. The mount right here is broken off. It just had these three mounts holding it in. And it is wearing right here. This plastic is starting to wear. Because that mount was broken off, it was able to shift a little. You can see how worn out it is there. This seems like a very low quality homeowner chainsaw. I'd not recommend buying one of these. But as you can see, the race is starting to wear out on all these bearings, because it's already worn to the point where it's rubbing on the race. And the motor completely failed. The windings are all melted in there. It still turns. It's pretty hard to turn, but the motor is shot. Yeah, I can't find a replacement motor for it. And if I did find a replacement, I'd have to replace the bearings and get a new case, because this mount is broken off right here. It seems like a very, very low quality product, especially compared to some of the other electric chainsaws out there. So you can see the electronics in there. This is a little oiler pump here. As you can see, it is run right off the motor. It's non-adjustable. And the grease I put in there is pretty worn out. There's no more grease left in the bearings. It all ran out of the bearings. Here's the rest of the saw, all the plastic pieces. You can kind of see there some, looks like brush material from when the brushes wore. This camera's not very good. That motor is shot, completely shot. Appears as if the case is cracked right there too. And I really, for $100-something, I didn't get much use out of this saw. A pull-in chainsaw would have probably lasted a lot longer than this thing. And the Harbor Freight saw that I replaced this with is holding up much better than this saw. Also has a lot more power. That's all for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll get to them.